Hey there everyone, today we bring you the list of the top 10 action anime that you must watch, so let's dive straight in. Number 10 The King's Avatar. Widely regarded as a trailblazer and top-tier professional player in the online multiplayer game Glory, Yi Shu is dubbed the Battle God for his skills and contributions to the game over the years. However, when forced to retire from the team and to leave his gaming career behind, he finds work at a nearby internet cafe. There, when Glory launches its 10th server, he throws himself into the game once more using a new character named Lord Grimm. Yi Shu's early achievements on the new server immediately catches the attention of many players, as well as the big guilds, leaving them to wonder about the identity of this exceptional player. However, while he possesses 10 years of experience and in-depth knowledge, starting afresh with neither sponsors nor a team in a game that has changed over the years presents numerous challenges, along with talented new comrades, Yi Shu once again dedicates himself to traversing the path to Glory's summit. Number 9 Psycho Pass. Justice, and the enforcement of it has changed. In the 22nd century, Japan enforces the civil system, an objective means of determining the threat level of each citizen by examining their mental state for signs of criminal intent. Known as their Psycho Pass, inspectors uphold the law by subjugating often with lethal force anyone harboring the slightest ill will alongside them are enforcers, jaded inspectors that have become latent criminals, granted relative freedom in exchange for carrying out the inspector's dirty work. Into this world steps Akane Sunmori, a young woman with an honest desire to uphold justice. However, as she works alongside veteran enforcer Shinya Kugami, she soon learns that the civil system's judgments are not as perfect as her fellow inspectors assume. With everything she has known turned on its head, Akane wrestles with the question of what justice truly is, and whether it can be upheld through the use of a system that may already be corrupt. Number 8 Go Go Loser Ranger. The story is set in a world where the Dragon Keepers, a Sentai team similar to the Power Rangers, have been fighting the evil army of villains for over a decade. The Dragon Keepers are celebrated as heroes, while the villains are seen as nothing more than cannon fodder for the heroes' victories. However, the truth is far more complex. The villains, led by their enigmatic leader, are forced to participate in these battles due to a secret agreement with the Dragon Keepers. They must continuously attack and lose to the heroes, maintaining the facade of an eternal struggle to keep the public entertained and the Dragon Keepers' hero status intact. The protagonist, D, is a low-ranking villain who has grown tired of this repetitive cycle. He dreams of defeating the Dragon Keepers and freeing his fellow villains from their forced role. D infiltrates the Dragon Keepers organization, disguising himself as a new recruit. As he learns more about the heroes, their true nature, and the corruption within, D becomes determined to dismantle the system from the inside. Number 7 Zom 100. After graduating from a top university with an impressive extracurricular record in the rugby club, Akira Tendo has nailed every step of the way to securing his dream job. On top of that, a beautiful and kind coworker always brightens his day in the office. Life seems to be going very well for Akira until he slowly realizes that sleepless nights and brutal work are his new reality. Due to 3 years of mind-numbing labor in an exploitative company, Akira is unable to recognize the tired, unaccomplished person he has become, on track to losing all passion in life. Like several of his overworked colleagues, Akira finds his saving grace in the most unexpected way possible: the breakout of a zombie apocalypse. With the free time he finally has, Akira decides to complete a bucket list of 100 things he wants to do before he eventually gets turned into a zombie. Although he is surrounded by the dead, Akira has never felt more alive. Number 6 Baki. The mauling of a vicious prehistoric-sized African elephant makes international headlines. Featured in reports of the aftermath, the sole survivor of one of the animal's rampages attributes its death to a lone unarmed man, unknowingly describing Yujiro Hanma, nicknamed the Ogre and often labeled as the strongest creature on Earth. Elsewhere, Yujiro's 18-year-old son Baki spars with an equally formidable beast, a praying mantis. Content with his training and determined to overtake his father, Baki abducts American President George Bush to begin his plans. This leads to his deliberate imprisonment at the infamous Arizona State Prison where Oliva Biscuit resides. Bewildered yet intrigued, Baki learns about his fellow inmates and tolerates the hellish conditions of prison life while waiting for an opportunity to present itself. Number 5 Fate Series. After a mysterious inferno kills his family, Shuru is saved and adopted by Kuritsugu Emiya, who teaches him the ways of magic and justice. One night, years after Kuritsugu's death, Shuru is cleaning at school, when he finds himself caught in the middle of a deadly encounter between two superhumans known as servants. During his attempt to escape, the boy is caught by one of the servants and receives a life-threatening injury. Miraculously, he survives, but the same servant returns to finish what he started. In desperation, Shuru summons a servant of his own, a knight named Saber. The two must now participate in the 5th Holy Grail War, a battle royale of 7 servants and the mages who summoned them, with the grand prize being none other than the omnipotent Holy Grail itself. Fate Stay Night follows Shuru as he struggles to find the fine line between a hero and a killer, his ideals clashing with the harsh reality around him. Will the boy become a hero like his foster father, or die trying? Number 4 God of High School. The God of High School tournament has begun, seeking out the greatest fighter among Korean high school students. All martial arts styles, weapons, means and methods of attaining victory are permitted. The prize is one wish for anything desired by the winner. Taekwondo expert Jin Mo-ri is invited to participate in the competition. There he befriends karate specialist Han Dae-wi and swordswoman Yu Mi Ra, who both have entered for their own personal reasons. Mori knows that no opponent will be the same and that the matches will be the most ruthless he has ever fought in his life, but instead of being worried, this prospect excites him beyond belief. A secret lies beneath the facade of a transparent test of combat prowess. The tournament claims to be one that has Korean political candidate Park Mu-jin watching every fight with expectant hungry eyes. Number 3. Blades of the Guardian. The story revolves around Dao Ma, a skilled and stoic swordsman who becomes embroiled in various conflicts while trying to protect his son. Dao Ma is part of a group known as the Guardians, elite warriors with exceptional combat abilities tasked with defending the common people from threats, including monsters and corrupt officials. The plot delves into Dao Ma's journey as he faces numerous challenges, both external and internal. The series explores themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the complexities of human nature. As Dao Ma battles enemies and confronts his past, he forms alliances with other warriors, each with their own motives and backstories. Blade of the Guardians is noted for its intense action sequences, detailed artwork, and deep character development, making it a compelling series for fans of historical and martial arts drama. Number 2. Darker Than Black. It has been 10 years since Heaven's Gate appeared in South America and Hell's Gate appeared in Japan, veiling the once familiar night sky with an oppressive skyscape. Their purpose is unknown. These gates are spaces in which the very laws of physics are ignored. With the appearance of the gates emerge contractors, who, in exchange for their humanity, are granted supernatural abilities. In the Japanese city surrounding Hell's Gate, Section 4 Chief Masaki Kirihara finds herself at odds with an infamous contractor codenamed Hei, called Black Reaper in the underground world. Hei, like his associates, undertakes missions for the mysterious and ruthless syndicate while slowly peeling back the dark layers covering a nefarious plot that threatens the very existence of contractors. From the mind of Tensai Okamura comes a sci-fi thriller taking the form of a subtle exposé on a war in which political positions and justice have no sway, a war waged exclusively in the shadows. Number 1. Vivi. When highly evolved AI set out to eradicate mankind, the carnage that ensues fills the air with the stench of fresh blood and burning bodies. In a desperate bid to prevent the calamity from ever occurring, a scientist bets everything on a remnant from the past, turning the clock back 100 years. ICE are already an integral part of human society, programmed with specific missions meant to be carried out for their entire course of operation. Vivi, the first ever autonomous AI, is a songstress tasked with spreading happiness through her voice. In a theme park where she hardly ever gets a proper audience, she strives to pour her heart out into her performances, bound to repeat it day after day, that is, until an advanced AI from the future appears before her and enlists her help in stopping the devastating war 100 years in the making. With no time to process the revelation that flips her world upside down, Vivi is catapulted into a century-long journey to avert the violent history yet to come. So that's it for the video. Hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, make sure to subscribe, like and comment.